that was the original topic, but something happened in the meantime. And so that topic, what happened in the meantime, will take over the remainder of this talk. I could talk about the legacy of Father Gruner. I probably would tear up if I did. I don't think anybody was closer to him than I was. We traveled the world together. I like to say that I learned more theology from Father Gruner than I would have learned in a master's program at a Catholic university, just sitting at his kitchen table. We would have theological debates late into the night, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, about this or that obscure theological subject, and he taught me most of the theology I know, I think, beyond the basics. He was a brilliant man, and it's sad to think that that house on Craft Road, which had his library with carefully cataloged books, is gone, and that he has left us. But he has gone on to his heavenly reward, I'm sure, and I'm sure he would do what I'm going to do today with this talk. I'm bringing you a message of hope. If you like hope, you might like this talk. But I think Father Gruner was never one with an axe to grind about the papacy. And I don't think traditionalists have an axe to grind. The proof of that was the election of the last pope. Father Gruner and I were in a TV studio 7 miles outside of Rome when Jorge Mario Bergoglio came out onto the loggia. And what did we say about that? We were optimistic. We said good things about him. We said he seemed to be a Marian pope. It's on video. You can still find it on the web. So it reminds me of a story that a friend of mine once told me about how he was having dealings with an African American, and it never occurred to him that it was an African American, and he said to himself, that's when I knew I'm not a racist. And so when I was saying positive things about Pope Francis, it occurred to me that that's when I knew that I have no axe to grind in terms of traditionalist objections to the papacy. We want to be hopeful, because there is nothing but hope for the future of the church, given the promises of indefectibility. So I think Father Gruner would be pleased with the talk I want to give to you today. And of course, his legacy lives on, as we see here today. It may not be the empire it was under him, but it goes on by the grace of God. And hopefully it will continue to go on until there is that radical restoration of the church that we're all hoping for. Is Leo XIV part of that? Well, he's definitely not Francis II. And that's the new title of the talk. Leo XIV, definitely not Francis II. So what are we to make of him?